The most dangerous AI agent is not the one that fails loudly. It is the one that succeeds fast, acts confidently, and leaves the wrong answer embedded across 5 systems. A support agent closes a ticket, edits a customer record, approves a refund, and opens a code patch. Every step looks productive. Then someone discovers the customer was never eligible, the account history was misread, and the patch addressed the wrong bug. The model did not need more intelligence, it needed boundaries. Reliable agents are not created by maximizing autonomy, they are created by placing every important action inside a control plane that can inspect, constrain, approve, and reverse what the agent does. Picture a software team deploying an agent called Atlas. Its job sounds reasonable: answer support tickets, update customer records, issue small refunds, and flag recurring product defects. On Monday morning, Atlas reads a frustrated message and concludes that a billing failure caused the problem. It refunds the customer, marks the account as resolved, tags the issue as a known defect, and creates a patch request for engineering. The original problem was actually user error, but because Atlas had broad permissions and no evidence gate, one misunderstanding became 4 official actions. By the time a human reviewed the ticket, the mistake had already acquired the appearance of truth. Agent demos usually end when the task appears complete. The ticket is closed, the database is updated, the refund is sent, the pull request exists, but production systems begin where the demo ends. Who checks whether the customer record is correct? Who notices that 2 retries created duplicate refunds? Who reconstructs why the agent chose one tool over another? And who repairs downstream systems after a confident error? Speed is visible, cleanup is hidden. That creates a dangerous illusion. The agent looks efficient because the cost of verification, correction, and recovery is assigned to humans outside the demo. The obvious response is to make Atlas smarter, add more context, improve the prompt, or upgrade the model. That may reduce some mistakes, but it does not change the shape of the risk. Any model can misunderstand ambiguous evidence. The real question is not whether the agent can act, it is whether the surrounding system can prevent one uncertain judgment from becoming an irreversible chain of consequences. The first control is permission design. Atlas should not receive a universal update customer tool. It should receive narrow tools with limits, propose a record change, issue a refund below a threshold, create a draft patch, or request escalation. Each tool should validate inputs, expose only required fields, and reject actions outside policy. This is least privilege applied to agents. The model can reason broadly, but it acts through small type doors. A narrow tool does more than reduce damage, it also makes intent legible. When every action has a precise contract, the system can evaluate what Atlas attempted before, allowing it to become real. A trustworthy agent sits inside a larger loop. First, the model interprets the task and proposes an action. Then the control plane checks current state, tool permissions, policy rules, required evidence, and estimated risk. Low risk actions may execute automatically. Medium risk actions enter a sandbox or require automated evaluation. High risk actions wait for human approval. After execution, the system verifies the result, records the decision path, and either commits the change or rolls it back. This architecture separates reasoning from authority. The model may suggest what should happen, but the control plane decides what is allowed to happen. Intelligence creates options. Governance turns selected options into controlled operations. Atlas misfired because it treated a plausible explanation as a confirmed fact. A control plane forces evidence to travel with the action. Before issuing a refund, Atlas must cite the transaction, policy condition, customer identity, and reason code that justify it. Before creating a bug ticket, it must distinguish a repeated product defect from a single unsupported complaint. The evaluator does not ask, "Does this answer sound convincing?" It asks, "Can every required claim be traced to current system state?" This changes the agent from a fluent actor into an evidence bound operator. Confidence becomes irrelevant when the necessary proof is missing. Conversation history is not an operating system. The control plane needs explicit state: what is confirmed, what is inferred, what is executed, what is pending, and what has failed. In the Atlas incident, the ticket, refund, account edit, and patch request should have shared one transaction record. That record would show that the refund depended on an unverified billing diagnosis. When the diagnosis changed, every dependent action could be paused or invalidated. State tracking prevents the agent from treating yesterday's assumption as today's fact. It also gives retries a memory so the system does not repeat an action simply because the model generated it again. Not every action deserves the same friction. Drafting a reply is reversible. Changing an internal label is low impact. Sending money, deleting data, modifying production code, or contacting thousands of users is not. The control plane should score actions by impact, reversibility, confidence, and evidence quality. That score determines the path, automatic execution, sandbox testing, secondary model review, human approval, or complete rejection. The goal is not to place a human behind every click. It is to concentrate human attention where mistakes compound. Fast agents need selective breaks at the boundary, not permanent paralysis. The higher the blast radius, the stronger the gate before execution. Most agent systems design the happy path and improvise the failure path. A control plane does the opposite. It defines retry limits, timeout behavior, duplicate action protection, fallback tools, and stopping conditions before deployment. If Atlas cannot verify refund eligibility, it should escalate rather than guess. If a tool returns conflicting customer data, it should freeze dependent actions. If the same operation fails twice, it should not keep trying with slightly different wording. Reliable automation knows when to stop. A retry policy without a stop rule is just repeated uncertainty, and repeated uncertainty can turn a small error into a production incident. Once Atlas acts, the system still needs proof that the result matches the intention. Automated evaluators can compare the requested change with the actual database update, confirm that refund amounts match policy, test generated patches in isolation, and detect unexpected side effects. Audit logs should preserve the input evidence, model decision, tool arguments, approvals, outputs, and final status as one trace. Then rollback becomes practical. A refund can be flagged for reversal. A record change can restore its previous value, and a patch can be reverted before release. Trust does not come from believing the agent will never fail. It comes from knowing failure will be visible, bounded, and recoverable. More gates create latency, engineering work, and occasional false alarms. Too much control can make an agent slower than the workflow it replaces, but removing control does not eliminate cost. It moves cost into investigation, customer damage, security exposure, and cleanup. The design challenge is not maximum safety or maximum speed. It is matching control strength to consequence, then measuring where friction prevents harm and where it merely delays harmless work. The software team does not need Atlas to be fearless. It needs Atlas to be accountable. That means narrow permissions, explicit state, evidence requirements, risk scoring, audit trails, and rollback paths around every consequential action. The agent should move quickly when the stakes are low. slow down when evidence is weak, and stop when policy says no. Safe agents are not trusted because they sound certain. They are trusted because the system can prove what they knew, limit what they could do, and recover when they were wrong. The future of agentic software is not bigger autonomy, it is controlled autonomy, models that can reason, tools that can enforce, and systems that are strong enough to say no before speed becomes damage.